Namaste, welcome to 103 FM's Divali Khaana, and today I am going to show you how to make stuffed coconut curry dumplings. I am Deepa Yankarran, brand ambassador for Chattak Foods. This is one of my favorite recipes, and I would like to show you how I infuse really delicious, nutritious vegetables into my dough. Here I have some Chattak chili powder. In each one of my bowl, I have prepared 1 cup of Lion brand whole wheat self-rising flour. Now I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of black pepper. Next, I'm going to add some Chattak loose curry powder. Now I'm going to add just a pinch of salt. You want to give this a nice stir, combine all your ingredients. Now I'm going to show you how I'm adding my pureed vegetables to my flour. This is just about 1 cup of chopped beetroot. And all I did was put it into my blender and added just enough water to form a nice, smooth puree. Don't add all of your puree. What you want to do is combine your dough. So add just enough. Basically, this will be your liquid that you're adding to your flour, your dry flour, to form a nice, firm dough. Now onto my floured surface, I'm going to roll out my beetroot dough. Now, just in case you do not have or did not make enough puree, what you want to do is just add a little water. So my dough is actually a little bit soft, so I am going to add a little bit of flour to my dough and just keep kneading it until it comes together. Now I have formed a nice firm dough. I'm going to set it aside in the same bowl, and I'm going to drizzle a little bit of my lotus soybean oil on the top of it. Now I'm going to prepare my next dough. So I'm going to use my carrot puree. Now I'm going to mix my last dough. This dough is going to be green, and it's a special ingredient. It's actually a blend of all my favorite herbs. So this would be shadow beni or bandania, and I have a little bit of chive and celery. I added boiling water to my soya. I let it soak for 2 hours. Then I squeezed out all that excess water. And now this is what it looks like once it's squeezed out. So now I'm going to tear little pieces off. And I love the texture of this soya. So now I have all my soya all shredded up. And now I am going to season it. So here I have my Chattak chili powder. I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon, half teaspoon of loose curry powder, half teaspoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon of Chattak garlic seasoning, and 1 tablespoon of Chattak local green seasoning. Give it a really good mix. Combine all your ingredients well. Now I'm going to add just a little bit of salt. Now be very shy on your salt because my Chattak green seasoning and garlic seasoning has salt added to it already. Okay, so now I have my pot heated up. I'm going to add just about 2 tablespoons of lotus soybean oil to my pot. Now I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of Chattak garlic seasoning, Chattak local green seasoning, a little soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of honey. Give that a really nice stir. And Now I'm going to add my shredded seasoned soya. Now I'm going to leave it to simmer for just about 10 minutes. Saute this for just about 5 minutes, or until you start seeing a charred crust starting to form on my soya. What I did was take it off the heat. I did not want it too dry, so I took it off the heat and I placed it into a wide plate and I let it cool down. So that's very important. Before you start stuffing your dumpling, your soya filling needs to be cooled and ready. So next I'm going to lightly flour my surface, and here I have my beetroot dough. I am just going to pinch a piece of my dough, just enough to form a smaller dough ball. Place it onto my floured surface, press it out, and now I'm going to roll it out. What I'm going to do, if you do not have a cookie cutter, you can use a sharp cup or glass to make a few circles on your dough. I would keep using the remaining of my dough here, so just set it aside and then you can roll it again and make more circles. So now I'm going to put just a little bit of my stuffing onto my rolled out dough. You don't want to add too much stuffing because you want your dough to be able to close up. Once your stuffing is in the center of your circle, what you want to do is bring one end over to meet the other end, then gently press all the way around, and you're going to continue doing this with the rest. Now I'm going to continue doing this exact same thing with the rest of my beetroot dough. Then I'm going to do the same thing with my carrot dough and my green seasoning dough. Beautifully filled dumplings. They look so beautiful. I love the colors of all my dumplings. I even went the extra mile and created a marbled type dumpling. So what I did was incorporate 3 colors of my different dough, roll it out and stuffed it, and prepared my dumpling. Guys, today's beautiful colors was inspired by the beautiful colors on my kurti. My kurti was sponsored by Urban Desi. They are located at the Diwali Nagar in the Expo. Now I'm going to prepare my coconut curry, and I make mine a little bit different. I hope you love it as much as I do. Here I have 4 cups of coconut milk prepared. To this I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of chatak loose curry powder, 1 teaspoon of chatak chili powder, 1 teaspoon of chatak black pepper, 1 tablespoon of chatak brown jeera, and 1 tablespoon of chatak chili flakes. I'm going to whisk this all together. So I am heating my pot on a medium-high heat. Add my lotus soybean oil. Now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of chatak mixed masala, 1 tablespoon of chatak whole jeera. You want to give it a stir. I'm now going to go in with my chopped onions. So once your onions are tender and translucent, you know they're ready for that coconut curry mixture. Now I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So after I added my 2 cups of water, I waited for my sauce to come to a rolling boil. Now I'm going to add my dumplings. Now be gentle when you are stirring. Remember that your dumplings are stuffed, so you don't want to burst them. So now I'm going to cover my pot, and I am going to leave my sauce to thicken up just a little bit. So my dumplings are cooked to perfection, and my sauce is rich and creamy. The aroma is just out of this world. It is so delicious. So now I'm going to plate my dumplings, and and of course we're gonna taste this. Now, I don't know why, but I'm just so excited about my beetroot dumpling. So that's the first one I'm gonna try. So you can actually see the soya stuffing. Okay, so here goes. With that bite, you are going to get that really delicious burst of flavor from that chatak mixed masala. All the spices combined, the sweetness from that coconut milk is so delicious. Guys, I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. It is so delicious and is a healthier option. I hope you enjoy it and I hope you try it. Thank you again for watching another episode of 103 FM's Divali Khaana. Bye.